How prevalent was cocaine while you were working? Were people doing it on the floor of the American New York Stock Exchange?
On the floor. So the New York and the American Stock Exchange are two different things. New York held itself to a much higher standard, and it came through. So there wasn't as much tomfoolery, I will call it. But on the American Stock Exchange,
Yeah.
it was never like, no one was like handing a bag around on the floor while they were trading, but there was always people who came in who were absolutely a bag of tits, and then all of a sudden a quick trip to the men's room, and they're bouncing off the fucking walls.
Would you say what % of people on the American Stock Exchange would you say were using cocaine back in the day while you were there?
I would say maybe anywhere from 90 to I would think, I'm just joking. So I am not so old that it was one of those things where it was like a very, very high number. We were already starting to get more into our like a booze phase, but I would say it was a good 50-50. A good 50.
Any
And
day
by
of
the
the
way,
week.
if you say 50-50 here at Barstool, that means 60 out of 120 people are doing it. I'm talking about being on a floor where there's 3,500 people and knowing that there is
On a daily basis, 50% of them.
daily basis, I would say more than once a week.
No one ever was reprimanded for this?
I've never seen anyone like.
No, no. Quite the opposite.
You know, like I've seen people or instances where people who were about to be reprimanded for their drug use then say, "You're going to reprimand me? You had me get a bag for you a couple of weeks ago, and I still have it on text message." Like, you know what I mean? So it's like you had to be very, very selective with what you with who you trusted there.